Welcome back to another episode of the Abbey podcast. Today for our Halloween special,
we'll be sharing with you our top 10 film recommendations to get you through the spooky season.
Get ready for a laugh as we hear from our resident comedians and laugh our way through some spooky puns.
We'll welcome some special guests to the show for a head-to-head showdown in our Halloween trivia competition.
We're the year sixes of Abbey Primary. This is our podcast that you enjoy with me.
So as half term is quickly approaching, let's see what some of our Year 6 movie critics have got for us. Lottie, what have you been up to?
Hi guys. Well, as colder nights are closing in and lockdown will be upon us over the half-term break, we have a spooktacular selection of films for you and your family to enjoy.
All these films are available on Netflix and Disney+, so make the most of the darker nights and settle down with a good film to see you through the spooky seasons. Rosie, what have we got at number 10?
At number 10 we have Zombies 1 and 2, a musical film showing you to embrace your differences and be yourself while showing the love between a zombie and a normal girl. This is a great first addition to our top 10. At number 9 we have Hocus Pocus. This is one for our older pupils here at Abbey Primary. We recommended this film for the witchcraft and teamwork. Full of humour as well as spooky scenes, it's a great one to watch as a whole family.
At number 8, we have Hotel Transylvania. This hysterical classic is about a young boy called Johnny who stumbles across a vampire and his crew.
Check that costume out! Wow, seriously, I just have to ask you, how are you pulling this off? I mean, it looks so real, like I could just put my hand right through.
What do you think you're doing?
Now, at number 7 we have Coco. This will take you to Mexico with its gripping storyline and its roller coaster of emotions, so get ready to experience the power of love.
Next up we have Casper the Friendly Ghost. This film has been around since 1945, a long time, right? This film is a real timeless classic. Our choice at number 5 is The Witches. This movie is a recreation of Roald Dahl's outstanding book, which brings joy to children nationwide.
Grandma was a tough lady with a big heart. And little by little, she brought me out of my sadness.
Now if you feel that you can't go on, darling,
I didn't know it, but there was a dark shadow looming nearby.
At number 4, we have Monster House. This film is all about 3 children and their creepy old neighbor that hates children. The children find out that their neighbor has a haunted house, and the house comes alive, but the children find a way to stop the house, and that's why we put this film on our top 10.
So now, at number 3 we have Shrek's Spooky Stories.
bonjour! Oh my stars, another little piggy! What do you want from me? Oh, I want you for dinner! Buckle up, Buttercup! Why is it always screaming with you?
Now at number 2 we have Toy Story of Terror.
He's right behind you! Hey, down in front!
Oh, sorry.
The Toy Story gang is going on a trip.
You know, we have a little saying around here. At the Sleep Well Motel, you're gonna sleep well.
Of terror.
You mean we have to stay here all night?
The Addams Family, the animated version, is a true classic. This film is about a young girl called Paige who comes across an old house full of freaks, but becomes friends with Wednesday and meets the entire Addams family. It isn't truly Halloween unless you've watched this number 1 film.
Us with one of their traditional songs.
Well, then we ought to do the same.
Wonderful idea.
I'm just a college boy, even at that bum bum bum. What'd I do?
How rude.
But deep down, we're all the same.
So that's it from us. Those are our top 10 films. We hope you enjoy these monstrous movies and have a truly spooktacular half term. Enjoy, guys.
Thanks so much, guys. Can't wait to get started on those films.
Hi everyone. Today we're joined by Mrs. Jones and Mrs. Williams from Year 2. Mrs. Jones, great to have you with us. How are your Year 2s getting on at the moment?
Hello to you as well. They are doing incredibly well. They've settled in up to Year 2 really quickly, even coming up to a new site, which can be quite scary for them. They've all settled in really well. Some of them are loving being in the same place as their big brothers and sisters. So they're doing well, thanks.
That's great. And Miss Williams, are you looking forward to your half-term break?
I am looking forward, thank you. I can't wait to have a relax, sit by the fire and watch a nice film.
So today you're going to be competing against each other in our spooky quiz. We will ask a range of questions and the first person to buzz in and answer correctly will get a point.
All of our questions are multiple choice, so you will need to wait until all 3 options have been read aloud before you can buzz in. Does that all make sense?
Completely, thank you.
Perfect. So before we get started, let's hear those buzzers. For Mrs. Jones we have...
And for Miss Williams we have... Okay guys, let's get started. Hands over buzzers, please.
First question, in which country did Halloween originate? A, America, B, the UK, or C, Ireland?
Mrs. Jones, you answered first. What's your answer?
I think America.
That is incorrect. The answer is Ireland. Better luck next time, Mrs. Jones.
Dracula is a world-famous vampire, but what does Dracula's name mean?
Is it A, son of Satan, B, son of the devil, or C, werewolf?
I think it's son of Satan.
Incorrect. The answer is B, son of the devil.
Question 3. Who directed The Nightmare Before Christmas?
Is it A, David Schwimmer, B, Henry Selick, or C, Ronaldo? Mrs. Jones, you buzzed in first. What's your answer?
I think it's a total guess. Number 2, was it Henry Selick?
You are right. The answer is B, Henry Selick. That makes it 1-0 to Mrs. Jones.
Now, I'm sure you've tuned into our previous 2 episodes, but just how closely have you been listening? In episode 1, we recorded our very own theme tune based on a spooky film. The question is, what film is our opening theme tune based on?
A, Hotel Transylvania, B, The Addams Family, or C, The Magic Cauldron?
That was a close call, but Mrs. Williams, you buzzed in first. What's your answer?
I think that's B, The Addams Family.
You were right. The answer is B, The Addams Family.
Right, going into our last question, we have a draw.
Each year, children all over the country carve their very own pumpkins, traditionally known as a jack-o'-lantern, but what vegetable were jack-o'-lanterns originally made of? Is it A, carrot, B, potato, or C, turnip?
Mrs. Jones.
C, turnip.
You are right. The answer is C, turnip.
Oh, well done, Mrs. Jones.
Thank you, Mrs. Williams.
Which means our final score is Mrs. Jones 2. You are our winner.
Knock knock. Who's there? Boo. Boo-hoo. Don't cry, I'm just a Halloween twickle-tweeter. You want to do a better joke?
Sure, go ahead.
So why didn't Skeleton knock at the dance?
Why did he not go to the dance?
Because he had no body to go with. What do you call a witch on a beach?
A sandwich. What do you call 2 witches sharing a room?
I don't know. What do you call 2 witches in a room?
Roommates!
past few weeks, we have been writing our spooky stories in preparation for the Halloween season. Today, we are going to share with you the opening to Millstone Manor, a spooky tale by our very own Lottie Powell.
It was Halloween at Millstone Manor. The ravens were screeching loudly while the crickets were chirping noisily. Millstone Manor was known to be haunted by all kinds of creepy things. For instance, ghosts, witches, and even invisible men. But of course, these kooky creatures could never be real, even at the spookiest manor in the world.
I bet you're wondering if anyone lives here, and you're thinking, why would anyone in their right mind live here? Well, this sends shivers down your spine. This house is home to the Apple family. The family consists of 4 people: Mr. Red Apple, Mrs. Rosie Apple, Miss Candy Apple, and Master Bob Apple, all of which have fiery red hair, and they have lived here for just over 10 years, and have never experienced any of these strange sightings.
Until now. Bang! The lightning struck. The lights flickered and footsteps could be heard throughout the house. As he was making dinner, Mr. Apple sensed a figure lurking in the shadows. Were his eyes mistaken? Was it just a figure of imagination? It would appear not.
As Mr. Apple turned away from his cooking, a cold, damp hand brushed his shoulder. He froze with fear. Meanwhile, the rest of his family were upstairs, completely oblivious.
Next time on our Abbey Primary podcast.
Dosbarth, Mr. Alex Davis will be taking over the studio
and bringing you more fun and games.
Have a fantastic half-term break, and we look forward to welcoming everyone back very soon.